One Ontario family says they're trying to recover and rebuild following a series of tornadoes earlier this summer, but now they're discovering they'll likely be left out of provincial help that's available to others.
I've never asked for a handout in my life.
Yeah.
Never. Nor do I want to. But right now, with the situation I've got, I would take some. Yes, I would.
Stephen Stacey lives in Little Britain, a rural community in the city of Kawartha Lakes. While he's over an hour drive from Barrie, his family was one of the ones hit when a series of tornadoes broke out across the area earlier this summer. It's a day he says he remembers vividly.
I was thinking, okay, where's my kids? What's going on? I was losing my mind.
His family was home at their farm when the tornado hit. He says he dropped what he was doing and rushed to the house when he got the call. When he arrived, he found his home in ruins, his wife trapped under debris.
The chimney on the roof came through the other roof, and as she was going down the stairs, the access panel into the attic drove down on top of her.
I think I got halfway down and something hit me actually kind of right there on the head.
Stephen's wife, Carrie, is now recovering in hospital. She and their 11-year-old son, Owen, were rushing to the basement as their home began coming apart around them. Carrie was left with a broken wrist, her back broken in 4 spots, and a shattered ankle. But she describes herself as blessed and lucky to have survived and that her son was completely unharmed.
I just think about Owen coming around the corner without a brick on him. And he was fine. I was so thankful. And he goes, "What can I do?" And I said, "Well, let's unbury Mummy."
But now, as the Stacey family works to heal and rebuild, a new problem. In the aftermath of the disaster, they felt relieved to hear the Premier talking about provincial programs to help plug gaps in homeowners' insurance.
Well, my first thought was, hey, maybe there is something for the normal common guy.
But now he's discovering the program enacted for affected homeowners in Barrie wasn't enacted for Kawartha Lakes, and qualifications around how much of the value of the home is insured mean it's unlikely he'll qualify for the same help as residents in Barrie, leaving him with up to $300,000 he says would have to go back onto his mortgage.
It shouldn't be that way. I'm a Ontario citizen just like they are. I pay taxes just like they do.
He's calling on the Kawartha Lakes mayor and premier to take action, while also thanking his community and neighbors for stepping up to help during a hard time.
And they reached out. They did everything they needed to do.
Meanwhile, Barrie's mayor says the cleanup in the city is continuing.
Well, the very good news on recovery from the tornado is we only now have 2 families that are still in hotels. Everybody else we've been able to help with temporary housing, or they were able to find another place to live. There's still a substantial number of homes that are unlivable. Approximately 70 homes received those unsafe sort of designations, and some of those, of course, will have to be demolished.